maybe I look like a tool with this there, and maybe it doesn't sound. I bought new camera stuff. I bought this thing that's supposed to be great because I'm trying to make my videos suck somewhat less. So, you know, but let's talk about how I'm actually an affiliate, wherever that means, for a company that I know and respect that is a household name in performance, and I don't know what to do with myself. Let's talk about that. So I got the most bizarre, admittedly, bizarre email several weeks ago. This has been going on for a while. From a company you may have heard of, Dynojet. Like the company that makes the dyno your bike is tuned on, and the Power Commander and the Power Vision and all that stuff. They sent me an email because it was kind of funny. They reached out to say, hey, we really liked your video on the Vance & Hines fuel pack, but you weren't entirely accurate and everything. And I was like, I'm open. Come on, tell me, you know, especially a company like that reaches out. And they weren't being defensive, and they weren't talking smack. Really cool people. My contact there, Agnes, the guy at Dynojet, says, yeah, FP3 is a fine tuner. You use your phone and all that stuff, which, by the way, he's like, we got that too. There's a new one called the Power Vision 4 that's out that works for a bunch of Harleys. Not mine, not my 21, the new plug, but it works for all kinds of Softails and touring bikes going back, you know, several years and stuff. Anyway, he's like, the FP3 is fine. Our Power Vision 4 does that also, where you use the phone and you download the map and upload it, and it is very, very easy. He said, but if you go past, and I kind of said this in my video, but he said, if you go past that simple air cleaner and pipe thing, you really need something more serious. You really need something like a Power Commander or a Power Vision or something. And I was like, okay. And he said, so I got this gauntlet here I'm going to throw down on the ground, because he also knows that my 21 Ultra Limited is tuned with Harley's Street Tuner, which is garbage. It's garbage. It just is. It's made to keep the bike EPA compliant. It only exists because they got sued. It's a whole thing. But the Harley Street Tuner, the tuner you buy from Harley-Davidson now when you go to the dealer, is not good. it just isn't. There are some warranty issues to be aware of. So before you go off down this road, know for yourself. I'm not going to give you advice on that stuff right now. But if your bike is still under its original 2-year warranty, know that if you use anything but Harley's tuner, they may flag you and say they don't want to cover your warranty stuff. Just whatever. Just sharing that bit of info with you. Anyway, he knows that I don't so much care about the warranty. Not that it doesn't matter, but just because I want to do other stuff to this bike anyway, and so I'm already going to be voiding the warranty in the near future. I need that t-shirt that says I avoid warranties. So he's like, we would like to send you a Power Vision 3, the Vision, the one with the screen. So because A, we think you really like it for the way the bike sits right now, and B, because you're going to need it when you go stage 2, because I am going to, like I say, I'm going to put a cam in this thing, and you're going to need that in a couple months. So they sent me one. They sent me a Dynojet Power Vision 3 for my 21 Ultra Limited, which is currently tuned with that Harley tuner that, I mean, it's running. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to open that Power Vision up, we're going to plug it up, mess around with it, and see if we have some fun. So I have to admit, I opened mine up last night because I wanted to see what was in there. But what you got in there, you got directions, which I normally, yes, together, I normally would say, directions are for losers, right? I normally say that, but probably not on a tuner for your motorcycle. It's not exactly a phone book either. I'm just saying you're going to want these. And then inside there, you've also got the actual unit. I think there should be dirty jokes I could make about this. Now mine, don't be confused, this is the actual Power Vision, this little screen. The whole thing's done inside this box. Mine, I've already started hooking up a mount to it. It has, what do they call that 4-bolt universal pattern? It's got that on the back, so you can use whatever mount you want. I actually bought a ram mount ball because I had ram mount stuff around the garage, and I'm going to put it on the handlebar in a quick release sort of capacity, so it's on if I want to mess around with it, it's off if I don't, because you can do all kinds of stuff with this thing that I want to mess around with. So in the box is going to be just that, and the 4 screws in the back you'd need to attach the mount of your choosing. And then inside there, let's try and not drop expensive hardware. Let's try that. Let's set that there. That's fine. And then then you have two cables in the box. The first one is the one you use to plug this into a computer to put maps in it. So laptop, whatever, you do need a computer to do this. So this is the, the computer interface cable, and the same one I think that if you go stage 97, which I think is integrated flamethrowers in the back, if you do that, then the dealer would use this cable when they hook it up to their dyno, to their computer and go to town. And then the other cable is this guy, which is the bike interface cable. The one in, damn it, son of a Jesus. Okay. This is the one that goes in the Power Vision. And then the, son of a, what's the weather like where you are? And then the other one is the one that goes into bike. The reason why I have this red plug is because, again, I have the weird 2021 Ultra, and in 21 they changed the plug. And if you remember, the whole internet was abuzz about, we're screwed, we can never tune our motorcycles again, life is over. So that's the cable I need for the 21 and up. The Power Vision 3, the one I have here, is the one that you need for that new plug and up. So PV4 isn't out for that yet. I don't know if that's the plans or not, but you still need the Vision with the screen. Now, a question, actually statement I've heard when I did the video about the FP3, people said, well, I don't like anything that I have to have a screen on my bike. And I was actually under that impression too, but that's not true. You don't have to do what I'm doing with the mount. You can plug this thing up. You plug it up to your laptop. This is the process. You plug this up to your laptop. There's software on your computer or desktop or whatever, or have your nephew do it if you don't know how this stuff works. And then you put whatever map you're going to want to put in your bike, which is the proper software for your bike, the fuel tables and stuff. You save that in here. Then you unplug it from the computer. You plug it into your bike. You use this to flash the bike. Woo! Party growl. Anyway, flash the bike and put the map in there. And then you can unplug it. You don't have to leave it plugged in. People do, because there's all kinds of stuff you can do with showing the what does it do? The readouts from the motor. You can observe all that stuff. You can even go in and do some tweaking. So if you're at a red light and say, hey, I'm going to change the tuning of my motorcycle. If you're completely insane, you could do that. I ain't gonna. I just want to mess with this. Also, if you want to use its auto-tune function, which it has that, you can auto-tune with this too. I didn't know that. So let's hook this up and flash my motorcycle on camera. All right, so I've done stage 1, which is the putting the maps in the device. I'm not going to show that on screen. I don't be pissed at me. I'm sorry if you're like, well, I don't do. If you're not a computer person, then I'm not the person to help you anyway. I just kind of have been doing it my whole life. So call your son, call your nephew, call whatever if you're not comfortable doing anything on the computer. It is not hard. If you do email, you can do this. So what happens, you use that cable that goes from the Power Vision into your computer, your laptop, your desktop, whatever. And then it detects the device, powers it up, updates its software to the latest, what they call firmware, to the latest firmware automatically. And then the software you're going to download first is called WinPV. All this is in those instructions. It is not hard, I promise you. It's going to install that software. It's going to update it. And then you're going to go to Power Vision's website and find the correct map for your bike through drop downs. So I put in 2021 Ultra Limited. And then you check off down the side, and the list of options gets shorter and shorter and shorter. And by the time I was done with a full 2-in-1, which is as close as I'm going to get for this pipe, my Cobra 2-in-1 turnout is kind of unique. It's not a standard found everywhere kind of pipe. So I chose a standard 2-in-1 full system, high flow air cleaner, 114 twin cooled, which is the wet head that my bike's got. I downloaded that map there were 2 versions. You can just kind of try them both. I downloaded those 2 into my Power Vision, and I renamed them Red-Headed Stranger number 1 and Red-Headed Stranger number 2. We're gonna run number 1. I'm sure they're both gonna be fine, and the reason why I'm not freaking out about this, as far as it is exactly right, is we can run an auto-tune later, where you turn that sucker on into auto-tune mode when it's on the bike and just ride it, and it will, read the bike and build its own map, which is cool. So we can do that later, and then thirdly, after the cam goes in this thing later, it's going to have to go on a dyno and be like properly tuned. So anyway, that's the plan there. Let's hook her up. So I guess first things first. The cable I showed you, I plugged in. Woo! Can you see that? I look like I'm being interrogated right now. That's where the cable's plugged into the side of the Power Vision itself, and then that plug is what goes in the bike. Let me show you that real quick. Can I do that on this new camera? Do I know how to? No. Okay. All right. Yeah, whatever. We'll be back in a second. I'm still learning. Forgive me. So down here, you see that red plug hanging out at the bottom of the bike right there? That's plugged into this sort of plastic holder here. I unplugged it, so now it's loose. And you're going to plug that, what the hell, that into there. And that's what you need. That's the port to get that done. So let's get back at it. We'll plug this up, fire up the bike, and we'll do it on screen together, which sounds filthy. All right, forgive me if this totally sucks. All right, turn on the ignition. The Power Vision's plugged into the bike. I don't have the key in there. We'll be back. These are an important part of these modern goddamn motorcycles turning on. Van Goodwin right now is like, that's why I ride a 1922 motorcycle. Anyway, God, love him to death, just screwing with him. All right. Now the bike is on. And she's firing up. Okay, so we're gonna program the vehicle. Oh, yeah, that's too bright, isn't it? Can I turn that light off? Let me turn that damn light off. I don't edit. Deal with it. Okay, let's try that again. You can actually see the screen. All right. We're going to program the vehicle. This says don't drive down the road holding this in your hand like an idiot. Load a tune. Custom tunes, because I saved it. I actually know. If you know the number of the tune, you can do that too. You can actually see the number you need, but that's actually more complicated than it needs to be, because if you save the one here that you need, this is what you're doing, what I told you with the computer earlier. You got Redheaded Stranger. That's slot 2. Let's do this. Slot. You got so many slots. Come on. So many slots. There we go. Number 1, select. Continue. Yeah, it's just showing you that's what I got. A 2021 Touring, 114 twin cooled, RDRS bikes only. That's another one of those things you got to make sure you got the right one. My bike has RDRS, which is the rider, whatever, dynamic, something, Santa Claus, whatever settings. It's rain mode and all that crap. So I got that, and you see full 2-into-1 exhaust system. Back in that earlier menu with all the numbers, if you find the number on their website and you click it, it'll show you this so you know you're putting the right one in. So don't be scared. I'm just saying that I just saved them with a name, so it'll be easier to find. Continue. Select flash. Woo! Spring break. Flash that. Loading tune. I might shut the camera off if this is going to take a ridiculous amount of time to... Because it does. It kind of like 1, 10, 1, 2%, 10%. Do you want to reset learn fuel trim values? I'm going to say yes, because I don't know what that means. I'm just kidding. Yes, it's so the bike can refresh the table. Anyway. So it's writing. I'm going to turn the camera off because this is going to do this maybe for a minute. So. All right. So it finished. Flashing. Being inappropriate. And it's probably going to tell me to turn the bike off, returning normal operation. And it's probably going to say turn it off. There we go. Turn key off and wait for 10 seconds. So I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to turn off the bike, which is going to turn off the Dynojet, and you're going to wait 10 seconds. So you're going to count 10 seconds out loud. If you don't know how to do that, then there's other channels for you. And then we're going to fire it back up, and she's done. But then we'll go through some of the other stuff you can do with it. All right, so now we are ready to go. We're going to fire it up. Turn on the lights. What the hell is wrong with me? I'm telling you what. Let me know what you think of this new camera. I've not figured it out just yet, but I feel like it's going to be pretty good for me. All right. Kick her on. Kill switch. Why does it keep saying service due? Probably something I did wrong in my Dakota Digitals. Now, contact. So, I mean, what can you really tell from that? Let me real quickly jump on the bike, go for a spin, come back, and then we'll talk about anything I notice actually on the road. It's hot down here already. I'm sorry if it's cold where you are still, but it's hot in South Florida. What did I notice? A couple things. When I had it running earlier, I immediately noticed a big difference in the smell of the exhaust, which you might think I'm insane, but it's the honest to God truth. So motorcycles come from factories anymore running lean to meet EPA compliance, right? So they are not enough fuel, too much air. That's what lean means. Lean means too much air, not enough fuel. Rich means too much fuel, not enough air. You know, did I say that right? Whatever. You know what I mean? So the smell of the exhaust was immediately different because it's getting a lot more fuel than it was before being tuned with Harley's tuner. And of course, like I said, from the factory, they're also really lean, not enough fuel. It already wasn't idling as quickly when I fired it up just now. Before I went on the ride, it already didn't go up to a higher sort of rich cycle. It's a little lower. Notice that. When I went on the ride, I went on a quick like 15-mile loop, you know, out to the. Why am I pointing like you know what the hell I'm talking about? I went on a loop out to the country a bit and came back. You're gonna think I'm nuts. Tell me if anyone else knows this. I've heard people say this, but I swear to God, at highway speed, I had less vibration. Like there was less vibration from the bike. Tell me I'm full of it. Maybe it's all in my head. What do they call that? Psychosomatic, psychopathic, whatever the hell. But it felt like I was getting less vibration from the seat. I can also tell that it was a lot more low end than I had before. I mean, did it accelerate to 60 faster? I don't know. I have a butt dyno. I'm not like trying to do lap times and, you know, quarter mile. You know that those Dakota Digital gauges do quarter mile time? Should have done that. Anyway, so I'm pleased. I'm real happy with it. And I'm real happy that I'm ready to go with my stage 2 because I was not prepared with that Harley tuner to get anything out of this thing, much less, you know, with that Harley tuner. And now I'm ready to go on to the next stage. So what do I think? I'm a convert. I am. I mean, I still say the FP3 is fine if you're just going to throw an air cleaner and some slip-ons on it, and that's what you already have. I'm not saying that you're misled and oh my God, but I'm saying that I have not messed with the Power Vision 4 yet. I want to. I'm even tempted to buy one for the Heritage and do it over again, which I know that's crazy to buy 2 tuners for a bike, but I'd kind of like to try it out and do a video, but you know, we'll see. But I'm definitely sold on the Power Vision 3 if you're going to do this and more. I also look forward to putting that on the mount. The last mount piece I need for the 1.5 inch handlebars comes this afternoon. I'm going to do a video separately on running the whole auto-tune thing. A wasp just tried to kill me. Anyway, I'm going to mount that up on the handlebars and we're going to go see how she does doing an auto-tune. Because I don't know, haven't done that yet. But I'm an affiliate for Dynojet now. What does that mean? I don't really know. They gave me a link. I think what it is, they want to see do people pay attention to these channels. So if you're in the market for a tuner, I'd appreciate it if you buy a Dynojet. I'll put the link below. Use my link that's in the description. Let's see what it does. I don't know, but that's what I got for today. If you're not a subscriber, please hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Comment down below anything you think I missed or questions or any of that stuff. The only thing we ask you to do is subscribe and watch here. I don't ask you for memberships and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure we'll do a live stream sometime in the very near future. I'll schedule it right away, so keep an eye out for that. If you haven't done a live stream, you should, because me and the missus just get on camera and act like idiots. I'm already lining up some cool stuff for Sturgis, even though we're a couple months away. I think we're going to do a live stream with someone from the family of the Buffalo Chip and talk about some crazy stories and stuff like that, so that'll be good. But there you go. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, I don't really have bloopers because I just leave them in. But take care of each other out there. We'll talk real soon. Bye.